Hi, and welcome to Missed It by How Much. This is the channel that tests sports hypotheses by using computer game engines. We're currently playing the 1990 season as the Los Angeles Dodgers manager. We're attempting to win the National League West without Alfredo Griffin as our starting shortstop. We're using Action PC Baseball to play the games. There's currently 16 games left in the season, and we're starting a series in Atlanta against the Braves. In the first game of the series, we'll be facing John Smoltz. So let's build our lineup. And we'll start by using OPS against right-handers. For the first time in a long time, Eddie Murray is below 1. 980 still very good, but surprising. Jose Gonzalez should be back in the next game. We'll see. Chris Gwynn has jumped all the way up to 791 to play right field. Wow. Okay, so that'll move Stan Javier into center, and Gwynn will try it at right today. We'll see how that goes. Usually Kirk Gibson manages center field. We'll see what happens. Lenny Harris will be our second baseman. Sharperson will start at third. He's been replaced since September 1 in the call-ups with Jeff Hamilton, usually as a defensive replacement late in the game. And Jose Vizcaino has had a tough go of it lately hitting. Will be in the 8th spot. And our pitcher today is our ace, Ramon Martinez, 135 pitches. Looking for his 19th win on the season. I've switched the stats, all the real stats. So he is currently 18-7. So he's looking for his 19th. And therefore, I might have put everybody in the wrong spot. Let's go back and see if there's any changes I need to do. Okay, so Eddie is still over 1. Those are correct. Mike Scioscia is 3rd. Javier should be 4th. Okay. And Kirk Gibson will replace Gwynn. Okay, in that case, he'll play center. Javier will play right. Got all that? Then Harris, then Sharperson, then Vizcaino, then Ramon Martinez. Just testing y'all. So, let's start the game. Dodgers at the Braves. 30% chance of rain. So that kind of scares me. That gives me pause because that might mean more of the relievers will be needed because there could be a stretch where Ramon is just, because of the rain delay, out. But we're still going to start him. We'll see how he does. Hopefully he'll get a good amount of the game in. But we can't expect him to go the whole way. Javier with a 10-game hitting streak, 79 degrees. Wind is 15 miles left to right. So, let's go. Up first, Eddie Murray. He hits a liner to left. It falls in there, base hit. Justice picks it up and throws it into Treadway. So the Dodgers start with a single from Eddie Murray. Up next is Cal Daniels. And he hits a fly ball to right. Still elevating. It's got a chance. Is it out of here? It's gone. And early on, the Dodgers take the lead on a 2-run shot by Cal Daniels. They lead 2-0. Smoltz on the season with a ERA of 4.70. He's 7-14, 193 hits in 199 innings. A lot of strikeouts, 146, but 89 walks. And so far, 0 outs. Here's Scioscia with a 7-game hitting streak up next. It's a ground ball over the mound for Treadway. Quick throw to Greg, and there's one out for Javier and his 10-game hitting streak. Another almost a replay right over Smoltz to Treadway. He'll fire to Greg, and there's 2 outs. So Smoltz has recovered nicely, and Gibson, the center fielder, up next, hits a fly ball to right. That's a can of corn. David Justice lengthens the apron and makes the catch. We're through half an inning. The Dodgers, behind a single by Murray and a home run by Daniels, lead 2 to the Braves coming up. Here's Ramon. He's had some trouble the last few games, not on his usual ace stuff. And he starts off here with a base hit to Greg. Not much chance of a running here. Here's McDowell. Pitch by. He's a ground ball. Could this be 2? Harris comes in front of the bag. He'll have only 1 play, and that's to Murray. Greg moves up to second in scoring position for Gant. The best hitter on this team. So we're going to pitch around him. Justice on deck. Ramon. The fly ball deep. How bad is it? It's pretty bad. Gibson going back, but he makes the catch. And Greg will tag and go to third. So 2 outs. Runner on third for Justice. He's hitting .263 on the season with 25 home runs and 81 RBI. Great season for him, an OPS of .891. And good numbers here against Ramon. On deck, you have Treadway. Now, Presley has really worked us over this season at third base with home runs. And if he was on deck, I would say pitch to Justice. But we're going to pitch around. I could walk him right here. He has the power to get it. And look at these numbers over here. A slug of .594. So we're going to try to pitch around him here. Hopefully it's a walk. Or a strikeout. We'll take that. So the Braves get a hit. Leadoff single by Greg. He's stranded at third. We're through 1 inning. It's 2-0 Dodgers. Lenny Harris starts off the second. Again, Smoltz with a ground ball. Getting a lot of ground balls. Over to Greg. He flips it over to Smoltz. 1 out. For Sharperson. He walks. All right. Runner on with 1 out for Vizcaino. 76% here. But we're not going to do anything right now. And Vizcaino greets him with a line drive into center. That's a double. Does Sharperson score? You know, he's held at third. So Vizcaino with a double with 1 out. And here is Ramon. And he is not a good hitter. 7 hits and 76 at-bats. Corners are up. We're definitely not going to squeeze, right? Sharperson a 7 here. Can bump for a hit. I mean, Ramon has struck out. We can't see those numbers. Let's see how bad he is at striking out. $19 out of 50. That's almost 50%. 40-something percent. That's not good. Bunting, he's a 10. So we could try a squeeze play, but Eddie Murray's on deck. And we're not going to do that. We're going to just let him try to swing here. He's probably going to strike out. Or he can single up the middle. Base hit for Ramon. Sharperson scores. Is Vizcaino going to try it? Not at 55%. No. All right, Ramon. Somehow, that's a good time for your 8th hit of the season. Runners at the corners. 3-0 Dodgers now. Smoltz in trouble against Murray and perhaps Daniels. He doesn't hit into a double play. Fly ball here should get Vizcaino a 6 home. Don't hit it to right field. Pitch to Murray. Blocked. So the bases are loaded. So early on, Smoltz in trouble. 35 pitches, and he has 4 outs to show for it. Cal Daniels, home run already in this game. Bases loaded. Great numbers at the left box. See what happens. The pitch. Throws it away, and Vizcaino scores. Does everybody move up? They all take a little trot up one base, and it's now second and third. Now he doesn't have to pitch to Daniels if he doesn't want to. It's a 2-2 count. The numbers are, oh my gosh, his slug is 717. That's a good OPS. Pitch. Struck him out. All right, well, good thing they wild pitch got the run in. 2 outs now for Scioscia. Good numbers as well. Pitch by Smoltz. Popped him up, so he 1 out, bases loaded. He only gives up 1 run if Thomas makes the catch, and he does. Dodgers score 2 more, and at the end of 1.5, it's 4-0 Braves. How do I not feel comfortable, though? They should be well ahead. 1 hit there would have maybe put Smoltz out of the game. All right, never mind. Here we go. Facing Treadway. Here's a fly ball to center. Gibson to his left, under it, and makes the catch. 1 out. Here's Presley, who's damaged us many times with home runs. We're going to pitch around him and walk him, which isn't that bad, to be honest. Up next is Thomas. Don't fear him. Here's the pitch. A ground ball back to him. He flips it to Harris. The runner is out, and Thomas is 2. And that'll do it. Quickly. The walk, but erased on a double play. We're through 2. It's 4-0 Dodgers. Javier leads off the third with a liner to the right, over Treadway's head and into right field. A base hit, and the streak continues. 11 games in a row now. Nobody out for Gibson. Please don't throw over. If you haven't watched this channel for any length of time, Javier's been picked off a lot this season. So, here we go. Throw over. And he's back. Okay. His pitch to Gibson. He strikes out. Second K for Smoltz. 1 out for Harris. Good numbers there. Javier, I didn't tell him to steal. I'm going to have to go back and look at that, but oh, he took off on his own. Well, yeah. All right, well, he got thrown out. 2 outs. Nobody on. A 1-2 count now on Harris, and his numbers deflate greatly. Still need 1 run. We magically try to get to 5 runs in every game. That's what our goal is, and we're still not there. And Harris doesn't get a hit as he grounds out to second. We're through 2.5. It's 4-0 Dodgers. Martinez against Twit. Here to lead off the bottom of the third, and a fly ball to Daniels. Just has to wait for it to come down. 1 out for Smoltz. 10 hits and 65 at bats. A 154 average. It's a ground ball to Vizcaino. He waits for it. Big hop. Over to Murray and gets him in plenty of time. 2 out for Greg, who has the only hit for the Braves. Second time through the order. Here's the pitch. Popped up. Oh, it's way up. It might be out of here. Gibson going back. And he makes the catch. That was quite a pop-up. We're through 3. A third of this game is complete, and the Dodgers lead 4-0. Starting off the top of the 4th is Sharperson against Smoltz. Fly ball to right. It's up there. Justice along the line, near the wall, makes the catch. 1 out for Vizcaino, who has a hit and a run scored. Fly ball this time. Justice coming in. Almost on the, he's very close to the infield, and he makes the catch. 2 down. The wind has now changed to blow out. Left center over here at 14 miles an hour. Don't think Ramon will hit that, but he did hit a hit earlier. He strikes out. That's 3 Ks for Smoltz. We're through 3.5. It's 4-0 Dodgers. Ramon against McDowell. Fly ball to right. It's way up there. Is it gone? It is out of here. Home run. And the Braves are on the board. O to B McDowell with the solo shot. And the Dodgers now lead is cut to 4-1. Okay, still nobody out. Here is Gant. Pitch around him. Pops it up. And then near the Dodger dugout, Vizcaino is over. And he makes the catch. 1 out for Justice, who does have power. Look at that slug, 607. Ramon's pitch, it's hit up in the air. In right field, it's way up there. It's gone. Home run, that's the second one he's given up this half inning. And the lead has cut in half. The Dodgers' lead now over the Braves is only 4-2. Ramon has innings like this, and he does give up home runs. But well, fortunately, they're solo shots. That'll bring up Treadway. Oh, for Justice, his 26th home run, 346-foot shot. Will pitch straight up to Treadway. There's a fly ball to center. Gibson coming in. Waiting. Makes the catch. 2 outs for Presley. And we'll go back to pitching around. This guy has power. Fly ball to left. Up in the air, but not harmful. Daniels makes the catch. So a lot of fly balls that half inning. 2 of them got out of the park. And the Braves are back in it. We're through 4. It's 4-2 Dodgers. I'm not happy with this run. I mean, this lead is not out of reach. Smoltz at 70 pitches, going into the 5th, facing the top of the order for the 3rd time for the Dodgers. Eddie Murray starts. And he walks. For Daniels, who has a home run, a 2-run shot, back in the 1st. And he struck out. And there's a base hit into right field. Justice picks it up. I doubt Murray's going to try for 3rd with Justice's arm, and he didn't even think about it. 2 on, 0 out for Scioscia. 0 for 2. Good numbers here. 284 average. OPS of 907 versus Smoltz at 82 pitches now. He walks. All right, you better get some runs out of this. Bases loaded. That's Smoltz's 4th walk. Bases loaded. Nobody out. Wind blowing out to center field now at 14. Okay. Here's Javier. He's had a hit and got thrown out trying to steal. Good numbers, a 906. Let's see what he can do against Smoltz. That looks like a base hit to left over Thomas's head. Gant picks it up. He's got a 4-arm. Daniel's going to try to score? No, we'll just leave it at bases loaded. That might be it for Smoltz. We'll see. And it is. I was right. So Doug Sisk coming in. Bases remain loaded. Nobody out. Dodgers have scored here in the 5th. 5-2. Their lead. The bases loaded against Sisk. Let's see how he is. 3.86 ERA. 2 1/3 innings pitch. 2 hits. 3 walks. No Ks. All right, and he's facing Kirk Gibson. Look at those numbers. 397, 642 on base. Slug of 925. OPS of 1.567. Woo! Here we go. Rolling the dice. With Kirk. 0 for 2 on the game. He hits a ground ball to Greg, and he's going to reach somehow. Greg makes an error. Daniel scores. We're just doing station-to-station baseball here as the Dodgers score another run. They're now up 6-2. He fumbled the ball at first. Bases are loaded. Still nobody out. Here's Harris. Look at those numbers. Average 507. Bases 750. These are just ridiculous numbers. An OPS of 1.522. He's 0 for 2 on the game. But he didn't face Sisk before. Let's see what happens here. It's a liner right at Treadway. That'll be an easy out. Is he going to double anybody? Nope. 1 out. So Sharperson's turn. He's 0 for 1. He scored a run. Ridiculous numbers in the box. See if they translate to some runs. It's a ground ball back to Sisk. He goes home. He got him. So the bases remain loaded. But, wait. So he scores. Okay, Scioscia did score. I saw the GB. I thought that a ground ball meant he was out. He's not. So Scioscia scores on the play at the plate. Sharperson safe at first. Bases remain loaded with 1 out. Wow, it's like a merry-go-round. 3 runs have already scored here in the 5th. It's 7-2 Dodgers for Vizcaino. He has a hit, and he scored a run. The pitch. That looks like that's going to skirt through the left side past Thomas. Javier scores. McDowell with only a 2-arm against Gibson's speed. We don't even get a chance at trying to send him home? Oh, that's ridiculous. All right. Another run scores. It's 8-2 Dodgers now. Bases remain loaded for Martinez, who got a hit already in this game, so the odds of him getting another one are pretty slim. But we're going to let him swing. Maybe he can hit a fly ball. Gibson with lots of speed at third. An 8. It's not my birthday. It just feels like it. Martinez with another base hit. His second of the game into left field. Gibson scores. The merry-go-round moves it 90 feet a ride. And the Dodgers score another run. They've scored 5 here in the 5th. They're up 9-2. This one's a laugher. Doug Sisk not providing relief. And we're back to the top of the order for the 4th time. Eddie Murray at the plate. He's had some power lately. The wind is blowing out to center field at 14 miles an hour. You see the numbers on the box. An OPS of 1.760. Here we go. Pitched by Sisk. Walks him, and another run comes in at 90 feet at a time. Sharperson this time scores. It's 10-2 Dodgers. And now here comes the biggest power hitter on the team, Cal Daniels. Have we gone? I feel like we've already batted around, right? In this half inning? Murray started the inning off with a walk. So we've already batted around, and there's only 1 out. The only out was Harris lining to second. Wow. All right, here's Daniels. And he hits a liner to Tom. Is he going to double off Martinez? No. 2 outs. Rusty Richards coming into pitch as Sisk did not provide any relief for John Smoltz. Rusty Richards on the season with an 18.90 ERA. No, I did not misspeak. 3 1/3 innings pitched, 4 hits, 3 home runs in 3 innings pitched, 5 walks and 2 K. I think they've given up on this game. All right, Richards is a left-hander, though. Oh, no, he's a right-hander. I guess he just bats left-handed? Okay. Facing Scioscia, who doesn't have a hit yet in the game. Good numbers also, 486 average. Wow. Well, Dodgers going to need a hit here to score another run. They've scored 6 here in the 5th. The pitch by Rusty. Fly ball up in the air, still elevating. We're past the dirt. We're into the outfield, and that ball's gone. Grand slam, home run, Mike Scioscia. And you saw the numbers, 3 1/3 innings pitched, 3 home runs. Now he can add a 4th home run, and this one is a grand salami, 18th home run for Scioscia, 395 feet. And this game has a star. I've never even seen that before. The number is so big that they've scored in this inning, it's double digits, and therefore a star is the icon they choose to denote 10 runs. Wow. And I think pretty easily I could tell you, as somebody who's managed every single game this season, I have not seen 10 runs in an inning this year. 2 outs. We're back around to Javier, who has 2 hits in this game. Who knows against Rusty? The pitch is a base hit into right. Is that 2? Justice fires the ball back in, and Javier has his 8th double of the season. He has more triples than he has doubles. 2 outs, 14-2, and it's about time to get some of these guys out and let some other people play, I think. Gibson, he grounds it to Treadway. As long as he doesn't get injured here, we'll be fine. And he's not, hopefully. We're through 4.5 innings. And the score is 14-2 Dodgers. So we're going to start removing some people from the game now. Whew. The most important person on our team is probably Eddie Murray, Daniel Scioscia. Those three guys need to get out pronto. And we should have enough, since this is a 40-man roster, to be able to do that. First up, we usually put our backup catcher Rick Dempsey in, but Darren Fletcher is on this team. Yes, that Darren Fletcher, and he has not had a chance to play. No, we're not doing that. Darren Fletcher in Scioscia's spot. He'll catch for the rest of this one. In left field, we'll place Chris Gwynn. He can play left field. And who's my backup first baseman? I know we got Mickey Hatcher. Oh, Luis Lopez hasn't had an opportunity to play this season. We'll give him the opportunity to play first. So wholesale changes in this game. Probably the next most important person on this team is this Cayena at short. He is very valuable because he can hit and he can play short. I don't think I have anybody else who can do that. I'm looking at you, Alfredo Griffin. So Jose Offerman will get an opportunity to play. He's played a little bit this season. At third base, we're going to bring in Jeff Hamilton. Good defense, no hit. But Offerman at short, Hamilton at third. Gibson would probably be replaced by Jose Gonzalez. He cannot play. He's still injured. He's been out 2 weeks. One more. This is his last game. He'll be available probably. I don't know that I have another center fielder. I think Chris Gwynn can play center field, right? I guess we'll move Chris to center. Okay. Now we need somebody to replace. Anybody else who can play in the outfield? Mickey Hatcher can play in left field. Okay. We'll go with Mickey Hatcher in Gibson's spot. And we'll go with, I guess, Brooks. Try to use nobody who, if they get injured, it doesn't matter. Anybody else play outfield except him? I don't want to use Samuel. I'd rather lose Brooks if somebody gets hurt. Okay, so Brooks is going to go in Javier's spot. And then we'll try to figure it out who's playing where. Brooks. Glenn can play center. Brooks can only play right, and Hatcher can only play left. So that works. All right, do I have another infielder that I can put in Harris's spot? I don't know that I have another second baseman. Samuel, I don't want to use him, but Lonnie Harris has been injured. I don't have anybody else who can play second base, huh? Interesting. All right, we'll leave Harrison for now. I don't think there's anybody that can move around. Offerman can Offerman play, but I don't have anybody who can play shortstop. And they say 40-man rosters are too big. that's where we're going to go there. Pitching-wise, we're going to bring in somebody who doesn't matter. One guy who has not had a chance to pitch this season, Terry Wells. And he's not good. That's why he hasn't. 7.84 ERA. He's going to get an opportunity here to finish this game. Okay, so too bad for Ramon. He's not going to finish this game. He's not going to get a win because he didn't pitch 5 innings. But I don't care. I'm more concerned about people getting injured. And at 14-2, we should be able to hold on to this lead. Still have to get 15 outs. So we'll see what happens. Here we go. I'm going to bet that we can't give up 12 runs, even with this mashed up group. Fly ball by Thomas to Gwynn. That's 1 out. For Witt. Good numbers for Witt, so we're going to pitch around him. And Kelly Mann is coming in to hit. I don't know who Kelly Mann is. Kelly Mann on the season with 1 hit and 12 at-bats. Let's look at his... Does he have a lot of power? Versus lefties, he has a 5. So we're going to pitch around him as well. See what happens. Strikes him out. All right. Wells with 2 quick outs facing Richards, the pitcher I imagine will be hit for. Lonnie Smith coming up. I know Lonnie Smith can hit home runs. I remember a game in LA. So we're going to pitch around him. Here's Wells. And there's a base hit. That could be 2. Gwynn cuts it off. It's off the wall, I guess. Hatcher cuts it off. And Smith with the 2-out double. His 18th on the season. That'll bring up Greg. He has a hit and 2 at-bats, but he's not supposed to be good against lefties. Let's take a look. He has 0 power. And there you see the OPS. So we're going to go right at him. I could be wrong, but let's try it. Well, he's not going to hit. Mike Bell is now coming in to hit. Wholesale changes on both teams. He has a 0 power versus lefties and not much better OPS. So I'm going to go right at him as well. Pitch by Wells. Fly ball. Gwynn coming in. Taking his time. Makes the catch. A good half inning from Wells. No runs are scored. We're through 5. This is an official game. Dodgers lead 14-2. Charlie Kerfeld pitching now for Atlanta. In a mop-up role. 4.15 ERA. 36 hits and 39 at-bat. 39 innings pitched. 36 hits and 39 innings pitched. 25 walks and 31 K. Pitch to Harris is a walk. I really want to baby him and not get him hurt. He's very valuable. I just don't have anybody to replace him right now. Hamilton at the plate. He strikes out. That'll bring up Offerman off the bench. It's a ground ball to third. Presley picks it up. He's going to go the long way to first and get him. Harris moves into scoring position, as if that mattered, with 2 outs. And here's Wells, and he's trying to go the rest of the way here. So we're going to let him hit. And he strikes out. Second K for Kerfeld. Pretty good relief, actually, for the Braves. We're through 5.5. It's 14-2 Dodgers. All right, let's just hopefully get through this. Here's McDowell. Ground ball to Offerman. Slingshot throw to Lopez. 1 out. For Gant. He could plaster this one off the Bud sign for all I care. Here we go. He strikes out. Well, saying, hey, you should have left me on the bench the whole season. Here's Justice. Great numbers. He hits a fly ball to right. That looks playable. Brooks coming in a little bit. Makes the catch. A 1-2-3 half inning for Wells. We're through 6. 2/3 of this game is complete. It feels like a lot longer than that. Dodgers lead 14-2. Here's Kerfeld against Lopez. Luis getting his first at-bat of the season. Strikes out. 3rd strikeout for Kerfeld versus Gwynn. Comebacker. Over to Bell. 2 down. For Darren Fletcher. His first at-bat as a Dodger. Even though he's in the Phillies uniform, he was a Dodger. He got traded. And this season, we don't do trades. We let the players play on the teams that they started the season with. Or In the case of Stan Javier, the team that the player played most of their season with. So we allowed a few trades through. They were early trades. Here's Fletcher's first at bat of the season. And he has a ground ball to Bell. Nice pitching by Kerfeld. Both sides' bats are tired, I guess. I know for sure the Dodgers are. We're through 6.5. It's 14-2. Here's Treadway. He walks. Wells just trying to not throw too many pitches. He's throwing 38 now. Treadway 50-50 chance of running here. Good numbers. We're going to pitch around Presley. And he gets a single to left. First and second. Nobody out. Maybe that's the length of Wells' ability. As a lefty, not bad so far. Here's Thomas. We're going to go right at him. A pitch. And he gets a base hit. Hatcher with the one arm is not going to get Treadway. They'll score. Nope. Bases loaded, so maybe the Braves are saying, hey, it's our turn. In this bottom of the 7th. Nobody out. Bases loaded. Here's Mann, the catcher. See what Wells can do here. Snap throw to first by Fletcher. Does he get him picked off? Nope. Just Benito Santiago wanted there. Still nobody out. Wind is blowing out the center now. 22 miles an hour. There's the pitch to Mann. Popped him up. Harris under it. Just waiting, filing his nails, and makes the catch. 1 out. Bases still loaded for the pitcher Kerfeld. I imagine he'll be hit for. And Greg Olson comes to the plate. The real all-star in the real 1990 game. He was the backup catcher. Was he the backup catcher or the starting catcher? Well, it started. Benito Santiago was hurt. All right. Either way, he's facing Wells here with 1 out. The base is loaded. Pitch. And there's a base hit. That could be extra bases. It doesn't look like anybody cut it off. Gwynn looked at Brooks, and Brooks looked at Gwynn. 2 runs. 3 runs going to score? 2 score on the double by Olson. 17th of the season. It's 14-4 Dodgers. And that'll bring them up to the top of the order for the 4th time. For Atlanta, here's Bell again against Wells. Still only 1 out. And he walks. All right, the bases are loaded again. Still only 1 out for Oddibe McDowell. Good numbers for him. Might have to go to the pin soon. There's the pitch to McDowell. There's a base hit into right. Brooks over to cut it off. Another run scores. It's 14-5. Is Olson going to try Brooks' arm? Nope. He'll stay. The cutoff man was Wells there. Bases loaded. 1 out. 14-5 Dodgers. And here's Gant. We are known for making blowout games close. So, still 8 outs to a win. This game's not over. They're good numbers, and this could be a grand slam, and it's 14-9. But we're going to pitch. And he throws it away. Well, it won't be a grand slam as a runner scores, and everybody moves up 90 feet. 14-6 Dodgers. The Braves have scored 4 here in the 7th. Still hoping Wells can get out of this, and he walks Gant. And the bases are loaded, and you have an 8-run lead, and a grand slam here makes it a 4-run game. Let's look at Justice. Is he really good against lefties? He is very good against lefties. Okay, that's it. We tried. But Terry Wells, who pitched well early, can't finish it for us. So we need a right-hander who's decent. Get us out of this jam. Let's see who's decent here. Could go with Jay Howell. If you've watched the channel for any amount of time, you know Jay Howell is scary. But we'll try him for at least 1 batter. He'll go in Wells' spot. We try to hold on to this 8-run lead. See what happens. Fly ball to right. Looks like Brooks is going to make this catch. He does, right on the line. Bell should be able to tag up and score. Or not. Brooks' 6 arm scares him. Or the fact that they're down by 8. 2 outs for Treadway. See what happens with Howell. Base hit into the gap. That'll score at least 2, maybe 3. And they're having an inning here. Gant with 8, he scores. Unloads the bases off of Howell, and it's 14-9 as they score 7 in the 7th. And here's Howell against Presley, and a home run here makes it a game. And I've completely given up the whole bench. So I don't expect to score any more runs, but should be able to win this game, right? Let's look at Presley's numbers. His power is better versus lefties. I'm going to roll the dice and hope that he doesn't give up a home run here. See if we can get out of this inning. Fly ball to left. Catcher's there. He makes the catch, and the disaster half inning ends. Only here can you give up 7 runs in the 7th and go, yeah, we're still okay. We're through 7. It's 14-9 now. This game's not over. They still need 6 outs. All right. Probably won't score anymore, but here's Brooks, who actually has some power. He has a hit into left off of Stanton, who's now come in. Mike, 1/3 of an inning, 1 hit. That's all he has to show for it this season. Here's Hatcher. He's up next. And he singles off Stanton. First and second now. Nobody out for Harris. Still in the game. Can't usually hit lefties. And here's a ground ball to Bell. He flips it to Thomas for 1. Shouldn't get a double play out of that. And he doesn't. First and third, 1 out for Hamilton. This will be a good chance. See if he can just make contact and get the ball up in the air. Pitch. And he does, but he hits it to Justice, who has an 8 arm, and Brooks does not have great speed at 5. Let's see if he even gets a chance. 94% chance. We're going for it. We're going to take that chance. And he doesn't even throw. And the Dodgers get a 15th run and lead now 15-9. Harris still in there. Offerman. Ground ball to third. Should be easy out for Presley, but the Dodgers get 1 of those 7 runs back. We're through 7.5. It's 15-9 Dodgers. All right, Howell. Let's see if you can get through a half inning here. That'd be great. Thomas. 1 for 3. And he gets a base hit, and that's going to be it. Howell is so poor. I'm going to have to go to somebody who can actually get some outs to finish this game. Okay. Mike Maddox is available. Got a lot of lefties coming up. Pat Perry has not had a chance to pitch, so we're going to give him an opportunity. Still have a 6-run lead, but still need 6 outs. All right, see what he can do against man. Popped him up. Lopez, who's a 1, right along the line in foul territory now, makes the catch. 5 outs to a win. We've had the threatening rain, but nothing's happened so far. So 22 miles an hour out to center field. Here's Stanton, the pitcher. I don't think he will hit. Francisco Cabrera. Let's see how he's done this season. In 126 at-bats, he's hitting .230 with 4 home runs, 13 RBI, 609 OPS. Let's see what his power is. His power is against lefties. So, should we use a righty here? Two-run home run makes it 15-11. I'd prefer to try to get these guys out here. Well, they're not good numbers against Perry. At least I don't like them. Let's see, who's expendable? Who has not pitched a lot lately? Mike Maddox has not. And he's been pretty good. I wonder if he could go the rest of the way. We'll see. All right. Numbers are still good. We'll let him take a shot against Cabrera. Popped him up. It's in foul territory. I'm assuming it's just past the plate, and he catches it. Second out. There was a play back in St. Louis. You can look it up, where Sharperson, I believe, hit one that was dropped, and I thought it was foul, but it was a run. It was a hit somehow. So I'm not exactly certain in the batter's box what's fair and what's foul. I thought the lines showed it to the plate, but not in that game. 2 outs, 4 outs from a win, and here's Bell, the lefty. Let's see how he does. His power's all against righties. So we're going to have to find another lefty here to come in. Using a lot of players here. Jim Poole is going to have an opportunity to pitch right here. Some of these guys haven't pitched in a long time. See if he can get Bell out. Nope. Base hit to right. Brooks picks it up. We might have to go to somebody really good here. If he can't get McDowell out. I don't want bases loaded facing Gant. There's only a 6-run lead. Let's see McDowell in the season. Not got a lot of power. Okay. Poole, prove yourself and get this guy out. Pitch. Popped him up. Fair or foul territory, I don't know what, but Fletcher needs to catch this. And he does. We're through 8. And I'm trying to get as much drama as possible in a game where it's 14-2 at one point, now 15-9. Go to the 9th, 15-9 Dodgers. Here's Poole. Want Poole to hit for himself? No. I'll let Fernando try. Fernando's my man. Even if he can't hit a pitch, excuse me, he can hit. Give him a chance right here. If I can correctly do this. Alright, there's Fernando. He's going to get a swing. And he hits a ground ball to Thomas. That should be an easy. Our boy's taking his time, waiting for it, and he still throws out Fernando. 1 out. We're back up to the top of the order for Lopez. He strikes out. Next up, Gwynn. Henry strikes him out. 2 strikeouts and a ground out. Good half inning for Henry. We're through 8.5, 15-9 Dodgers. 3 more outs with Harris, and we're safe. Okay, here's Gant. Who hasn't pitched? Holmes is still out. We can go with Ase, see if he can get it done. Hartley's done. We're going to give Ase the chance. And hopefully he can finish it off here. Even if he gives up some runs. Go right at him, buddy. Fly ball to left. Still carrying. Elevating. Hatcher watches it off the wall. He ain't going to get 2. Now going for 3, and he's made it his 2nd triple of the season. Wow. So Ase, that picture of his card over here shows, even though he's in the wrong uniform, what just happened. Watched it go. Almost got out of here. Here's Justice. Still nobody out. If you can say that after 1 batter. He gets a base hit. The run scores is 15-10 Dodgers. We might have to go bring in somebody who's decent here. Here's Treadway. Can you get an out for me, buddy? Back to the mound. Flips it to Harris for 1. Don't get injured. The runner is out, and Treadway is 2. 1 out away from a win. Facing Presley. You want to challenge this guy? No, I don't. Here's the pitch. Fly ball to left. It's carrying. It doesn't look like it's gone. Hatcher under it, and that'll do it. In a game where we saw 10 runs in a half inning, it's still only a 5-run win. Dodgers take it 15-10. Let's look at this box score. And you just watched it. There it is. There's the 10-run inning. No star there. The batting part takes up more than a screen because just about everybody played. Here's the pitching numbers. Stassi gets the win. I guess he pitched the best of the rest of the relievers who wasn't well, so gave up 7 earned runs. 2 and a third. Smoltz gave up 8 and 4 innings. Here's some of the miscellaneous. This game was not really close, even though the Dodgers tried to make it close towards the end. Dodgers win their 86th. That's how many they won in the real season. And they will lengthen their lead to 7 games over San Francisco as the Giants lose. And therefore have to pretty much sweep the Dodgers in those 2 3-game series that's coming up in order to have a chance in the division. I mean, just about have to do that. Because even if they win 5 out of 6, that's only a 4-game difference. So, who knows? That's why we play the games. Cincinnati has now leapfrogged Houston and is in 3rd place, 9.5 back. The magic number goes down to 9 for the Dodgers. Oakland lengthens their lead to 3 games over Minnesota. The East is over. Boston 5.5 over Baltimore, 6 over Detroit, and Toronto barely hanging on at 7 back. That game was a blowout. Try to make it entertaining for you, but always enjoy winning. Dodgers now at 86 and 61. We'll continue the journey, hopefully to a division crown, next time on Missed It by How Much.